We interrupt this transmission to bring you the following live broadcast.
How's everyone doing tonight? Woo! It's Wednesday. It's 6 o'clock somewhere. With
John
ready in his chair. And almost 10 whole people watching from home. Are you ready? I said, are you ready? It's time for the ThinkSoJoE Show!
That is funny that Laura thinks John can type and spell that quick. Or that well, actually. He's on his way. He'll be here. He'll be here momentarily. I don't know when, but he'll be here momentarily. I had his lower third up and everything. He was not here. Anyway, yeah. So John's on his way. But what you missed this past weekend is me doing a DJ set for some reason. Yeah. I don't believe for a second that you are John after you pulled the same thing last week. So, and also John would not message and drive. At least I hope he wouldn't. He's, I think, smarter than that. Hey, speaking of smart people, if you're smart enough, if you're good at Scrabble, but not so good and not so lucky at Monopoly, they just announced today that there's going to be a Monopoly Scrabble. And the way you play the game is you play Scrabble, and that determines how many pieces, how many times you move your pieces around the thing. Yeah, well, to be fair, John does talk to text sometimes, so that would explain the fast typing and spelling and no punctuation for the most part. Oh no, there's punctuation. John would not have said question mark. So no, I still don't believe you're John. But yes, if you're good at Scrabble, maybe not so lucky at Monopoly, this is your chance. Now you can play Monopoly based on your Scrabble skill, I guess. I don't know. I mean, there might be some strategy to that, right? Like, you need to move to like Boardwalk, but it's like 13 spots away. You don't want to overshoot it. You don't want to land like right before it. So what do? You have to get a word in Scrabble that's like 13. Could be a new strategy. But then you would also have to like think about what your word score is going to be before you Jill just talked to John, he doesn't use punctuation. You have to think about what your word score is going to be before you play your word, because your word score is going to determine how good you do at Monopoly. So is the end goal to get in as many Scrabble points as you can, or is it to bankrupt the other players? I don't know. They didn't say. Your word score equals how far you move your token. Community chests and chance cards are custom. The one with the most cash when the last letter tile is played. That's how you win. Good to know. John's talk to text doesn't work. Apparently, it's broken. That's right. John like drowned his phone or something, didn't he? He pulled a me? Or did he drop it? I don't remember. Yeah, it was just recently the anniversary of me going for a swim with my phone. So there you go, Laura. You can Yeah, John does say that all the time, that he's quitting the Living Brain Dead. John does say that all the time, but then I remind him that he owes me money and that he can't quit. So, you know, John already started his own band. You're not fooling anybody, Laura. We know, we saw this last week from you. We know your tricks. We know what's going on. We know. John is starting his own band. They don't have a name yet. They're not old enough to play in bars. And they're looking for a singer at the moment. I believe I saw on social media yesterday. So any heavy metal singers want to, yeah, now we know it's not, now we know it's Laura because she's like, oh, who's Laura? Yeah, John knows who Laura is. But yeah, if any heavy metal singers are out there watching this, you want to try out for a band, John's got one for you, and I'll let him tell you all about that whenever the hell he ends up getting here. Maybe I should just start the show at 6:30. Because like I didn't think Ryan was going to show up on time last week. He got here right on time. Threw me off. I forgot to hit the button for all WNY, which I also forgot to do again this week. Hi all WNY listeners. It is the ThinkSoJoE show. I forgot to hit the button again. Singer and a guitar player. What? I thought he had a guitar player. Okay. So John's looking for a singer and a guitar player for a metal band. So if you play heavy metal and sing heavy metal, and I'm sure it's not like heavy metal that I listen to, like Metallica or Korn or anything. I'm sure it's like, Black Veil Brides or whatever the fuck passes for metal these days. Is too bad Jasmine's not watching because I just made a Black Veil Brides reference and she's not here to yell at me for having no fucking clue who they actually are. Post-hardcore. I don't know what that means, but post-hardcore. So like it was hardcore and now it's not hardcore, so is it like slow stuff? Like they're looking for a singer, or like I don't know what the hell that means. Y'all got me lost with all these different genres of your, like, there's metal, there's punk, there's country, there's rap. Like, I don't get into the minutia of what these things are. Like, back when I started listening to metal, there was heavy freaking metal, It was like Metallica and Ozzy and shit. Like, now it's just like you got all these bands and they all want to define themselves as something else, but they all sound the same. So that's what John calls it, like yelling and singing. Okay, so like his old other band. Gotcha. Except the people are probably less of assholes. Did I say that out loud? Yeah, I don't get bogged down in the minutia of these details of like these subgenres. Like, oh, this ought to be good. Fake John thinks they see the future. What is the future? I want to know the future. Tell me the future. As we discuss the minutia of these subgenres. I never got into subgenres. It's like, if I like the music, I like the fucking music. I don't give a shit what genre it is. And I think that's evidenced by like my typical playlists, because I'm in a punk band. I have heavy metal tattoos. And I listen to 90s hip hop. Yeah, his old band were definitely assholes. Definitely. I don't know. It's not like they're watching the show. I guess I could say shit about them. I saw that Joan Jett's actually in Tampa tonight, and I was thinking about John's old bandmates and John's previous allegiance to the Tampa Bay Lightning, which NHL draft is tonight. I have no idea who's eligible for the draft. I have no idea who's getting drafted. I wouldn't know them if I watched. So the future I see flying machines. Are you watching the Jetsons? I want to watch the Jetsons. Tell you what, we'll cancel the rest of the show. I'm going to watch the Jetsons. I own the whole series on digital, I think, somewhere. Are there robot maids and like, do you enter your house through a tube? John has morphed into the most John of Johns. Yep. Yeah, John messaged me telling me he was running late, and then he said, "I'm sorry, sorry I'll be late." Like, dude, I already told you it's okay. You're gonna be late. Like, it's fine, dude. But man, if I would I could have just been like, you know what? Don't bother coming. I'll go see Karma Queen instead because they're playing their CD release tonight. So I wanted to get them get a song of theirs on the show off the new album. Their album release is tonight over at Mohawk Place. It starts in about 51 minutes. It's Karma Queen, Dead Orchids, Skyway, who are amazing, and Jupiter Trolley, who are also amazing. And that's down in Mohawk Place at 7 o'clock tonight. They don't say how much it costs to get in. They don't say what the ages are. In the future, we will be able to talk on the phone outside. Yeah, you don't want to go outside right now. I think it's like 182 AQI right now, which, as we've mentioned in previous episodes, 100 is like, once you get above 100, it's dangerous to breathe the air. So it's 182 right now, or somewhere along those lines. 185. And that's, I went outside and I'm like, yo, I'm going the fuck back in the house. So yes, no, you don't want to be outside right now. Damn Canada. Blame Canada. Have I mentioned that the greatest movie musical of all time is South Park, Bigger, Longer, and Uncut? Because it is. Buy our merch, by the way. Merch.thinksojoe.com. And I was like, what do I say next? And then the merch thing popped up. Buy our merch. Merch.thinksojoe.com. Help support the show. Rock some ThinkSoJoE gear, including this hat. This thumbnail this week, this Andy Warhol inspired thumbnail, I think I might make that into a t-shirt. I think that's the next shirt going in merch.thinksojoe.com. So I did my first DJ set in 20 years in front of people over the weekend in place of the Living Brain Dead at South Buffalo Porch Fest, but we didn't advertise it. I wasn't even sure until like an hour beforehand that I was going to do it. I went out and I saw Jay Aquarius play over at Wise Guys Pizza. I got massively, massively sunburnt, which is great. Always fun. But, you know, Jay always puts on a great show. It was great to see him. You know, even if I was the only person sitting there watching him, because which happens more often than you'd think, me being the only person watching a Jay Aquarius set, and that's nothing, you know, that's not to say take anything away from the talent that Jay has. He's an incredible, I don't want to assume pronouns, but they're an incredible musician, singer, vocalist, you know, like, but they keep getting put at the start of these festivals. Like a couple of years ago, he was the first act, they were the first act at Music is Art. And I was like, hey, I like Jay Aquarius. I haven't seen them play. I'm gonna go check out this set. So I go and I check out this set, and I'm the only one, like, you know, there's people setting up the stage and, you know, sound guys there and, you know, people working the festival, but like for the most part, I'm the only one there, like actually watching the set. And so, you know, that was my first actual time meeting Jay Aquarius. And then I think John's almost here. He saw my message telling him to make sure the door latches when he comes back. But then he was the first act, one of the first acts, playing at noon the other day at Porch Fest. And I'm like the only person out watching him, like, all right, hey, we're doing this again. And it's like really awkward because I just like, you know, he finishes a song, like, do I applaud? Is that condescending? I don't know. I've definitely been in that situation, and yeah, it's not fun. And then my DJ set started off basically the same way. It was my landlady sitting in front of me watching me DJ. I got back, I saw Dial In, who played on my porch, and they total Weezer vibes. definitely probably too young for me to book on shows. But, you know, they were really good. Dude's guitar kept going out of tune, so I talked to him about that for a second after they got done. And somebody asked, asked my landlady, hey, don't you have a DJ playing? Like, she's like, I don't know. And she looks at me, I'm like, yeah, I guess. So I start setting up my DJ gear, and she goes, Joe, hold off. I'm already set up. I already put it out on social media that I'm doing it. Let's just go see if people show up. So I was playing for like maybe 6 of my neighbors by the end. But it is what it is. I got that out of my system. Finally got to play finally got to DJ in front of people for the first time since I quit the bowling alley all those years ago. So, and like I said last week, like when I was doing the bowling alley, I had a DJ mixer that I spent like $25 on. I bought secondhand from somebody, and a couple of like the worst 3-disc CD changers you could possibly buy, and that was my entire DJ setup. And now, wow, it does sound like John. Joe, here's a guitar pick. I had one. There was one on my bathroom sink. And I was like, I better move this or John's going to fucking go to the bathroom and he's going to grab it on his way back. Like, here he comes. I heard the door. I hear the door. John's going to come in here. He's going to put his mic on and I'm going to go make sure that door's latched. So, but yes, the real John is about to enter the door right about now. He's making a liar out of me. There he is. Wearing glasses too. Look at that.
Yeah. I don't know if I had a latch.
I just said you're going to put your mic on and I'm going to go make sure. Because my cat is in heat.
Wait a minute. How can I be commenting?
Same way you were commenting last week. It's not you.
This is strange.
There's
2 of me.
Yeah, I'm going to keep you muted till you get that on so it's not making noise. There you go. Okay. Now, John's going to talk to you for half a second while I go make sure that door's latched, because my cat is in heat, so you don't want her getting out there. Yeah, this is you.
Oh, no. Oh, shit.
This is you. This is the John Show right now.
John Show?
John Show.
The Think So John Show.
The Think So John Show, just for a second while I make sure this door's closed.
Hi, everybody. I'm back. Apparently, I'm commenting, too. There's 2 of me, I guess.
Yes, John, the door was closed.
Oh, cool.
You did good.
Oh,
yes, that's your shirt. That is your shirt. I remembered to put it there.
Show that we didn't play.
Show that we didn't play it. I wore that shirt last week, so not that particular one, but mine. That one wouldn't fit me. It's a medium.
Yeah. Very funny, Jill. John doesn't think. Ha ha.
Yeah, but yeah, Laura's in the chat pretending to be you, as she used to do.
How did she get my picture?
Internet. Laura finds everything on the internet. She got my address one time. She was like, is this your address? I'm like, nah, that's my old address. She's like, is this your address? I'm like, fuck, that is my address.
John, can you confirm I'm real?
John's having a good time.
Yeah.
Not. Do I have that one? I don't know if I have that. I don't.
You see the weather?
Good call. Nope, that's not it. What?
See the weather out there?
Yeah, dude. It's 185 AQI. And like we said before, it's 100 is like where it gets dangerous.
Yeah.
What was the conversation we just had about using your real name everywhere? That's why.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to change that. That's too late. Laura got to me.
Yeah, Laura does that. Put that there so I can see the screen.
John is in the chat.
John in the chat is real confirmed because apparently you nodded.
Stole my identity.
So John looks like he's in a hardcore band, doesn't he? He's got the glasses. He's got the hat on forward. He's got the
earrings.
Got the earrings. We were just talking about your band. You're looking for a singer and a guitar player.
Yeah, One of our guitar players quit.
Okay, because I was like, John's looking for a singer and a singer, and I'm like, I don't know what kind of metal it is, and I was told it's post-hardcore. What is post-hardcore? I don't know. I don't know. I don't get into these subgenres.
Anyone that does cleans and scream.
Okay.
So we got like 4 people so far that willing to try out.
Okay.
But it said we'll make our decision like in a week or 2 weeks
Okay.
about
Well,
that.
there you go. John is
People are blowing up my phone about it.
great. Hopefully, and then you guys got to wait like 3 years before anybody will book you because you're all under 21 except for you.
Oh God, yeah. Well, we'll work that out. I told. We'll work something out.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. We'll get you.
I know they played Stamps before, so
Yeah, Stamps will let you. There's a few places.
yeah. But no guitars people have messaged me yet. So if you play guitar, you're looking for a metal band, hit me up.
Laura wants to know if you know where that pick is from. That pick that she was using when she was pretending to be you. She wants to know if you know where that is from.
That pick.
The picture of you.
The picture.
Yeah.
Oh, that was from I was at my old job during break. I took a picture of myself
Because
I take selfies, but I've been slacking lately.
John takes so many selfies, and I was like going to do this thumbnail today, and I'm just looking for selfies in my
Thank
photos.
you, Jill. Sorry.
I'm looking for selfies in my photos. I'm like, man, I don't take as many selfies as I thought I did. Dennis wants to know, is emo post-hardcore?
Yeah.
Okay, then.
Yeah, it could be.
So if you want to be in John's emo band.
Pretty much what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, well. Yeah, if you want.
I don't know that I've ever actually like seen you wear glasses. I know you have bad eyesight. I know you wear contacts all the time.
Yeah, I haven't had glasses in like 3 years.
I've traveled with you. I've stayed.
2 years.
You've slept here. We've slept in hotel rooms together. But like, I've never seen you wear glasses. Like,
yeah, I look like a nerd.
there's one picture on whose Instagram?
There's one picture.
Laura says there's one picture. I don't know if she's talking about me.
That was a picture.
Okay.
I only have one picture.
Oh,
on
there's
Instagram.
one picture. I got you. Okay.
It's that picture.
Gotcha. Okay.
So.
Yeah.
Well,
Because there's tons of pictures on my Instagram, but they're mostly of records.
Apparently, I have 4 Instagrams.
Apparently so. Yeah, I think I sent you something to the wrong Instagram a couple of weeks ago, and then I was like, that's the wrong one, because then you sent me something later, and I'm like, oh, that's the one I was supposed to send that to. Oops.
You got the cats? Yeah. That's funny.
Have you slept? You have slept in hotel? Yes. We travel. We go places. We hang out. We're friends. We've John slept over my house. We've slept. We got a hotel in Pittsburgh when we were out there, which I gotta cancel our trip to Pittsburgh. Apparently, you said.
Yeah.
So that's okay.
Sorry.
I was like, who's the band I wanted to see on this show? Because I knew it wasn't like the headliner, because that was a band you wanted to see. So I'm like, who's the band I wanted to see? And I just looked it up today. I'm like, okay, I don't want to see Stitched Up Hard enough to like travel by myself to Pittsburgh for it.
Skate the Fate always comes to Buffalo anyway. So.
Well, they're not this tour, so.
Not this tour, no. Because they already played last year.
Is a pole stapled full of hardcore flyers post-hardcore? Get it?
Yeah.
It's post-hardcore.
Post hardcore or metalcore, whatever. As long as you can sing and scream, have at it.
Laura, just because we've slept in 2 bedrooms.
He mostly took care of me when I had my broken foot.
I did. You remember, like, I just remember like being in Pittsburgh and just trying to get fucking food, and it was just not going well. And I'm like, dude,
I'm dying.
I'm like, dude, you had to take your meds and you couldn't take them without food. So I'm like, dude, there's a gas station like an 8-minute walk away. You're like, I'm not up for an 8-minute walk. I'm like, dude, I'm not making you walk 8 minutes. What do you want from the fucking gas station?
Already sore as it is from the crutches.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, but yeah, I mean, it is like just because we stayed in the same hotel room does not make us in a relationship. We are in a platonic relationship. We're in a band together, so we're in a business relationship together.
We're like best friends.
Yeah, exactly. And we got to work merch over the weekend.
Well, you did.
Yeah, I did.
Sorry. I got distracted.
So we weren't sure like if we were going to the XM Priory show until like I think like you mentioned it to me the night before when you dropped off some speakers, right?
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, I'm down to go if you're going. I just don't know how I'm getting home if you don't, so I'm not gonna go. And you're like, I think I'm gonna go, and you got a hold of me the next day, and you're like, yeah, I'm yeah, let's go. Like, okay, cool. And I was like, and Nick had been talking to me about, hey, if you want to just Venmo me, I'll get you the pre-sale price. Well, yeah, sure, I'm down to save $3, but let me find out how many people I need tickets for first. And by the time I found out, he was like, I already turned in my tickets at the door, but hey, Dan had somebody cancel on him. So I got 2 tickets at the door with your name on them. You just take care of it with Dan. Like, all right, cool. And then he texts me again. He's like, hey, man, my merch guy just had to bail on me. So you guys want to work merch and I'll let you in for free? Yeah, sure, why not? I'll let John know when he gets here. So John and I are sitting at the merch table. But every time somebody came to buy merch, like the agreement was like, I'll handle the money, you just grab the shirts. Every time somebody came to the table, John got up, walked away. I had to look for the shirts.
I didn't know. I didn't just get. Oh, there's people. I gotta go. See.
No, he did not do that. He just happened to like be not at the table when people came up. But one of the times was I told you to go. I sent you on a mission. And that's why you weren't there for one of the t-shirt sales I made. But yes. Laura says it's been 5 weeks since the last time she's seen you live. Jill wants to know if Post Malone got amnesia and forgot his last name and started a hardcore band, would it be post-hardcore?
Yes. Post Malone?
Yes.
I love to have him.
I don't know if I would know a Post Malone song if I heard it.
No.
Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah, it's been a while. I mean, I was gone for 2 weeks. I came back for a week. I was gone for another 2 weeks. Came back. Week.
Yeah.
Back.
Well, the only thing I made you promise was that you would be here next week.
Yes, I will be here.
So yeah, I mean, I know you have other responsibilities on certain Wednesdays, and that is perfectly fine, and I will worry about that when those times come. But next week I want you here because that's going to be a tough show to get through, I think.
Oh yeah, I will be there. Brian's birthday? Yes.
Brian's birthday. Yeah. Yeah. So next week, be prepared for us to talk about Brian for 2 fucking hours.
Oh God. Hopefully we get through it.
Yeah, well, I did it before, and it was just basically me talking and Karina nodding her head, so at least this time you might have some stuff to contribute, so
yeah.
Sure,
I got a lot of Brian stories and the concert venue I worked with him.
Yeah, which we happened to have been at the other day. It was my first time there in years. I was...
Yes.
Shit, I should have went and talked to Zach and been like, dude, can you unblock me? Because I am blocked by the Rapids Theater Facebook page. That's what John does when I talk, says Jill.
What?
I don't know. Probably something we mentioned a couple of minutes ago. I don't know. Walk away in the middle of conversations.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah. Yeah, but it was nod. That's what you do.
Nod.
You nod. Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, we went to Rapids Theater. It was my first time there in a long time. I guess I'm over being, mad about the shit they were doing during the pandemic and also not paying my friends what they owe them.
Well, they let you in the building if they...
Well, I'm blocked from the Facebook page. That doesn't mean they're not going to let me in the building. It just means that if they have an event I want to go to, I got to find out about it from someone else.
Usually they frisk people. They didn't frisk us.
No, they didn't. They're just like, all right, cool,
Go on.
go in.
Say, okay.
They ID'd us, and then they're like, okay, cool. Like, you guys got tickets? Like, nah, we got them at they're waiting for us. And they're like, okay, just go in and tell them what band you're with. All right, cool.
It was cold in there.
It was freezing in there, dude. I didn't think to bring a hoodie or nothing. You went out to the car and grabbed one. After you had gotten your Living Brain Dead hoodie back from Jill, but then she took it right back from you. But you happened to have one in the car, so
She
you
didn't
went
want
out
to hold it. She didn't want to hold it. So I was like, oh, all right. I'll put it to good use.
Yeah. But yeah, I was freezing, man. I didn't have a hoodie, so I'm just like. But I mean, it was cool to get to see our friends up on that big ass stage like that, like. And you knew everybody on that damn show.
High school with him. Went to high school.
Yeah. Laura wants to know how much you charge for birthday video messages. We're gonna put John on Cameo.
Oh shit. $10.
$10. That's cheap. You don't want to know how much I've spent on Cameo for like my mom or Karina in the past few years. Quite a bit. I got 2 for my mom for her birthday a few years ago. I got what the hell's the dude's name? From the Munsters. Played Eddie Munster. Butch Patrick. I got Butch Patrick. And I think I don't remember how much he was. And then I also got Jeff the Animal Guy because it was during the pandemic. It was 2020.
Yeah.
And my mom was complaining earlier in the year that she always goes to see Jeff the Animal Guy, but because of the pandemic, she couldn't. So I was like, okay, well, he's on Cameo. So if she can't go to him, I'll just bring him to her. So we did a live chat with my mom, Karina and I, just video chat, and I just sent all these videos through. Like, one was from my daughter, one was from Jeff the Animal Guy, and the other was from Butch Patrick from the Munsters. Was there another one? There might have been another one. I think that might have been it. I don't know. And then free $10 for nudity. What? I don't think you could do that on Cameo. Yeah, buy our merch. Oh shit, that means it's music time. So going on in about half an hour down in Mohawk Place. I don't know how much it costs or what the age limit is because nobody put it in the fucking information here.
What else is new?
Thanks, guys. Skyway, Dead Orchids, and Jupiter Trolley opening up the album release party for the album Projector from our dear friends Karma Queen. And this is the first single from that album. It's called Nothing at All on All WNY. ThinkSoJoE Show.
Boots on the color of this place. Lights were so much brighter, but now they're fading. Used to have so much fun, but now there's not a trace of who I was. I just gotta find a way to get a little higher. Find something, spark about desire. Cause I've been feeling nothing at all. Nothing at all, nothing at all. Nothing at all, nothing at all. The calendars run us these days. Everyone's still moving at their same old pace. You can't tell me it's just a phase. Cause places fade and people change. I just gotta find a way to get a little higher. Find something, spark about desire. Cause I've been feeling nothing at all. Nothing at all, nothing at all. Nothing at all, nothing at all. Day in, day out, I need a way out. I just gotta find a way to get a little higher. Find something, spark about desire. Cause I've been feeling nothing at all. I just gotta find a way to get a little higher. Find something, spark about desire. nothing at all. Whoa, nothing at all. Nothing at all. Whoa, nothing at all. Day in, day out, I need a way out. Day in, day out, I need a way out.
And we're back, and John's still looking at his phone.
It's the weather report.
Oh, the weather report.
Yeah, you forget?
Okay. Yeah, you haven't been here in so long. Here's John with the weather.
Get my mic situated here. Hi, I'm John with your weather report. It is cloudy as fuck outside. Smoky, yeah.
Smoky.
Yeah, really bad for your... Really bad, really bad. Stay inside, please.
My computer literally says the temperature and smoke. So,
Oh, okay. Well. Ooh, yeah. It is 66 degrees outside right now. Today was the highest of 70 degrees, and the lowest would be 55 degrees. Tomorrow, sunny. Sunny, yes. The highest is going to be 79 degrees. The lowest will be 66 degrees. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday, it's going to rain.
great.
Yeah, it's going to suck. But it's going to be nothing but in the 70s all week. Except for Friday will be 84. So it's like 40%, 39%, 51%, 45%, 55%. Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, it's going to suck. So today, stay inside,
Yep.
stay safe, and have a good night, I guess. Well, we still got a couple more hours of the show. So anyway, back to you, Think So, Joe.
Thanks, John. Karma Queen tonight, the Projector album release show with special guest Skyway, Dead Orchids, Jupiter Trolley, 7 p.m. over at Mohawk Place. And that album Projector is out now. I was listening to it earlier. It's a jam, man.
Yeah.
Definitely check it out if you haven't already. Just came out today. And that song we just played was the lead single from it. I actually talked to Kaylee earlier because she had gotten me a she got me a voiceover job.
Oh, yeah?
She
Nice.
she messaged me a couple of weeks ago and she says, "Hey, so my boss is looking for somebody to do voiceovers for a video." Like, okay, cool. Here's my email. And she put him in touch with me, and we just, I just did the job actually earlier today. So I was like, "Hey, well, I'm thinking about it. Let me message her and be like, yo, have a good show tonight. Thanks for getting me this job. And, what song do you want us to play?" And she suggested we play the song that we just played, Nothing at All.
Good song.
Yeah, for sure. So if you are out and about in Buffalo, head on down to Mohawk Place right now. Check that out. Wednesday shows suck, dude. Totally. Like, I've been to them, and I think I've played one. Yeah.
96.
Oh yeah, fuck.
Yeah.
They're coming back. What's left of them is coming back to town.
Oh, really?
Yeah, some friends of mine are like bragging that they're opening. I'm like, yeah, for what's left of 96 Bitter Beings,
Yeah.
which is basically just Darren.
That was at Mohawk.
Yeah, I still need a fucking redemption from that fucking Mohawk show.
Yeah.
But that had a national on it. This is all local bands. That sometimes really does suck. I've been
Yeah.
like
I've been down there.
I like right after a ThinkSoJoE show, I went down to Mohawk for a show one night, and it was like the Clockers, Arcadia, and I think like a band from out of town or two. And there was like nobody there. It was the bands, their girlfriends, and me, and the sound guy, and the bartender. But like it was dead. And I felt so bad, especially for the touring bands, because like, man, they're not getting any fucking money off this show, and they got to get to the next town.
Yeah.
So, I'm sure they're prepared for nights where they're not going to make any money on the show, but still, it would be nice to make your money back on what you're paying to travel and hotels and gas and food and all that shit, man. So, So I'm really hoping a lot of people will make it out to Karma Queen's show tonight, and hell, maybe I'll bust down there after the show. I don't know. Think about it. I might want. I don't want to. I don't want to go outside in the smog. I don't want to go outside at all with this sunburn. But I've been in the house since Saturday.
Yeah, stay inside.
Yeah, dude. I have not gone outside other than to like check my mail since Saturday. John, should the drums be banned?
Say what? Oh, hell no.
John is never going to agree with that.
Oh, hell no.
Yeah, that's definitely
No.
not. Yeah. I'm watching this band the other day, Dial In, right? They're playing on my porch at 1 o'clock, and I just tapped my landlady on the shoulder. I'm like, we would have been so much louder than this. She goes, oh, really? I said, yeah, my drummer can't play that quietly. That dude's up there, and it was just like...
I rock hard.
Like, just hitting him so lightly. And then, like, some songs he's playing with brushes, and I'm just like, yeah, we would have been so much louder than this.
I'm like Animal. Drums.
Yeah. Hey, I have an Electric Mayhem record somewhere in this pile.
And Joe's back doing DJ.
First I was talking about it while we were waiting on you. First time in 20 years I've DJ'd in front of people. It was just my neighbors. I'll tell you, it was just my landlady for the first like 15 minutes. And then I played some Mariah Carey, and then people started showing. I was like, there's the secret to get people showing up. Play some Mariah.
Who was your DJ? Schizo?
Way
DJ
back in
Schizo?
the old days, yeah.
Now it's DJ ThinkSo?
There's no DJ, and it's just ThinkSoJoE.
ThinkSoJoE? You gotta have a DJ, man.
You don't have to have. I was watching a video the other day where a guy was like, you come across as a total amateur if you have DJ in your name. Right? And like, I used to have DJ in my name when I was a total amateur. I'm actually kind of know what I'm doing. I also have an established brand under the name ThinkSoJoE. So why am I gonna just toss DJ in there? John, how should we improve the drinking water in New Mexico?
I don't know. I've never been to Mexico.
Not Mexico, New Mexico.
New Mexico. I don't know. Anything with Mexico,
That's in the United
there.
States. Anyway.
Okay, DJ Joe.
Hey, my banner is actually coming tomorrow, and that's the last thing I'm waiting on. So I think tomorrow I might hit up Greg Burt and be like, yo, book me a fucking throwback night. But make sure that you're available to be there, because I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. So I want Greg to like basically manage my entire first show, because he knows what the fuck he's doing. He's done these emo nights forever. I also you need to be at my first DJ set.
Okay.
Just hanging out with me.
Okay.
Like standing right next to me, like, are you really playing this? You're listening to this? Who are you? Like, like you did the first time I got in your car and you thought you were all slick because you're like, oh, this is what we're listening to, and you're bumping Dr. Dre. And I'm just like, dude, this is all I listen to at home. Like,
yeah, you know the lyrics.
I did. I don't know. Did you ever see the video of me performing California Love with XM Priory?
Yeah, I did. Actually.
Brian comes over and untangles my fucking mic cable. Yeah. John, you need to remove a state. Which state are you removing? 50's too many. We need 49. Which state goes?
I don't know if I'm allowed to.
Which state goes?
What happens to that state if I say it?
It continues existing as its own autonomous nation.
Get bombed or something?
No, it continues existing as its own autonomous sovereign nation.
I don't know if I can answer
it's just
that.
just not a part of the United States anymore. What state is no longer a part of the United States?
I don't know if I can answer that because the government could be watching.
Laura says nuked.
They'll kill me.
They won't kill you.
You don't
It's
know
a hypothetical
that.
question.
They could be watching. They could be hacking into this podcast right now. You don't even know.
I'm sure federal agents have nothing better to do than to watch the ThinkSoJoE show.
You don't know these things, man.
Feds, if you're watching, reveal yourself in the comments.
Wait, what?
It's a hypothetical question, John.
Okay,
Nobody thinks you're actually bombing a fucking state off the planet.
Oh, you picked that state? Okay, push the button.
It's like that Simpsons episode, what's your least favorite country, Italy or France?
Farewell, Jupiter is looking for members. No. No, I was part of that. No. No, Jill. No, I'm not going down that road again.
Laura put high, which is the postal code
High.
for Hawaii, which means she would blow up Hawaii.
Oh, we'll go with Hawaii. It's small.
I would go with Hawaii. I'd go with like,
I don't know.
I'd go with one of them Republican states that's always like, nah, we want to control women's bodies and tell them what they can do.
You know what? Washington.
Washington State?
Yeah.
What's wrong with Washington State, man?
I don't know. I just feel like it needs
You
to
just feel like
vanish.
Seattle needs to go away. No more Seattle. No more grunt. Like, enough with the fucking Pearl Jam. I don't know, man. I don't want to say Texas because I got friends there. So maybe like Arizona.
Arizona's too hot.
Yeah, maybe Arizona because, like, you know, they're not going to have a hockey team soon anyway, so what good are they? Like, I do not see any way of them sustaining the Coyotes down there. That's like right now they're playing in a 5,000 seat fucking high school arena, like, or college arena or something like that. Like, they can't get a good arena deal anywhere. The water in New Mexico is being handled by Jill's bestie. Somebody's running a lawnmower right now. They know we do this show at 6 o'clock on Wednesdays.
It came right through the headphones.
It totally did. Yeah.
It sounded like a bee. I thought it was a bee here.
Nah, there's definitely somebody running a lawnmower outside. Everything happens here Wednesdays at 6. Like
Dogs barking.
last week we had a plumber.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah, there was a plumber here at 6
What
o'clock
the
last
fuck?
week, working in my fucking bathroom. Ryan walked in, there's a plumber working in the fucking bathroom, and I'm in here on the air already. Like, John, would you illegally download a car?
yes. Oh, of course.
You know
from the
what,
sky.
dude, you know what's funny is just as stupid as that was when those ads came out, those like anti-piracy ads where they're like, you wouldn't download a car. Like, now with 3D printing, you totally could download a car.
Yeah.
Like,
GTA or like Grand Theft Auto, the video game, you could do that. Do the codes. And the car appears.
yeah. Speaking of video games, AEW Fight Forever comes out tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
I might buy it. I don't know. I haven't. I didn't want to commit fully to, like, I didn't want to buy the, you know, like the $100 one where you get the early access. I didn't want all that. So I think I might just buy the game tomorrow. I have no idea. But
So, what did you think about the submarine?
Submarine, we talked about this last
I
week.
know.
Yeah.
Anybody
What
comments?
the fuck is going on out there?
You missed the spot.
Yeah, you know what? Every time I get a new game, I do tend to do a gaming stream. So I don't know when. I don't know when I would have time though tomorrow because it's a Thursday and I'm busy. But maybe. But yeah, I don't know, man. Like, they ignored all the safety procedures and everything. So,
Well, I mean, submarine's been down there so many times, and I hear it's just finally just, and it could take so much pressure, because how it was built. So I seen some videos about it.
whose door's open? What?
Is the door open?
Jill
Where?
says there's a door open.
Your door's open.
Do you know your door's open?
Yeah, do you know your door's open? Oh yeah, remember? We were going to band practice.
Oh, yeah, fuck.
I think he knows his door's open.
So having
You know your door's open?
having ridden in like big trucks with my stepdad my whole life from like my teenage years, like that's how you get air in those fucking things. You have the door open. So like I've definitely ridden in trucks with the fucking doors open. So
Okay, it was just weird for me to see that.
yeah, I get it, but like yeah,
I
it
was
was
trying to be
not
funny.
like Because my stepdad used to drive like a big fucking like propane truck, and it was just, you know, like that. If you wanted some air, you had the doors open, and that was, you know, probably not the safest vehicle I've ever been in, but
it was a, you know, it was like
probably not the least
prime-
safe vehicle I've been in either. I've been in a car with you, and I've been in a car with Joe.
Yeah, who drives bad?
Neither of you
who
drive.
scares you? Who scares you?
Neither of you actually scare me. But like he drives super fast, but he has told me before like he drives worse when there's not passengers
Oh,
because it's he doesn't want to put me in danger. That's why he won't.
Oh.
Yeah. So I'm like, dude, you already go like 10 miles over the speed limit easily. Like
it was the highway. So it was they
Yeah.
had the door open on the highway.
but still, yeah. You want air, that's how you get the air.
Joe, Joe, have you done your
Mario.
Mario?
No, Laura, I have not played this game that discontinued 2 years ago. Thank you for asking.
Where is the
Tetris, it's over here
Tetris.
somewhere. It's not plugged in right now. I was having some issues with it. I gotta get behind the thing over here and fix it. What the fuck are they?
They're like more on right
I
now.
think they got a camera in here and they're like, oh, Joe's busy. Let's do shit. Let's make all the noise we possibly can when Joe has shit to do. Like, on days where I don't, like, some days I will work, and on days where I don't leave myself work, it's dead quiet. As soon as I sit down to fucking do a voiceover during the day, it's, the jukebox is going, they're outside mowing fucking lawns and weed whacking and whatever the fuck they do out there. So, buy the Tetris a bed, keep it nice and warm. I mean, a ceiling fell on my bed. Fuck.
Really?
No, it didn't land on my bed. It was the corner opposite my bed. So like my bed's over here and the ceiling fell over here.
Oh, well,
So, yeah, that was fun.
it didn't hit you.
No, I was in here. I hope it didn't hit a cat.
Oh, yeah.
I was just about to do a job. How loud is that fucking thing anyway?
Oh, it's
That
loud.
thing's fucking loud. Anyway. So I'm sitting here, I'm in the middle of this, like, this dude sent me like 28 scripts, and I was like, I can knock those out in a couple of hours. And then I start working on them, and I'm like only halfway through with like 10 minutes left to the deadline. I'm like, dude, will you give me another like 24 hours on this and I'll have it to you in 12? And he goes, yeah, sure, no problem. So I got up, I went to bed. I got up the next morning. I started doing these, the rest of these. And I get like 3 or 4 in and I go to start the next one. And all of a sudden I just hear something. I'm like, what the fuck was that? And so I go out. I'm like, did the cats knock something over? I don't know what's going on. And I go into my room and there's just like chunks of my ceiling on my floor. Like, well, those don't belong there. Oh, look, there's a big hole in my ceiling. I mean, there's not like a hole, like you can't see upstairs, but it's like there's definitely drywall missing. So I immediately text my landlady. I'm like, hey, my ceiling just collapsed. And she's like, let me see what I could do. And she's sending somebody, she said in a couple of weeks, she'll be able to get somebody. You know, it's not like it's terrible. It's just I haven't had a chance to get in there and like pick up the chunks and clean it up. Mm-hmm. But there's like, it's just like my fucking ceiling collapsed. That's fun. Looked like water damage. So it's like, fuck. Like how long is that going to take to fix? You know?
Yeah.
I'm going to have to move shit out of the way, I'm sure, once they come to do it. So that's always fun. How long does it take to mow my fucking lawn? There's not much of a lawn back there. There's literally a fucking swimming pool, like a 2-foot patch of lawn, and then a fucking deck. Like, John, are singers talented?
Yes, if you can sing. But yes, they are.
Man, that thing is fucking loud. I might as well have just left the air conditioner on. It would have been more comfortable at least, and still just as noisy.
Should I go out there and interview them?
Yeah, you might as well. I mean, you're wearing a wireless mic. Oh, it stopped. There it goes. It'll start back up again, trust me. Now I can think. Anyway. But, well, John's counting.
Let's see how it takes
Okay. But yes, my bedroom ceiling collapsed. And this has been an issue in the past, apparently, because, like, my ex-wife fixed my ceiling with, like, cardboard boxes. So, like, there was cardboard and it was painted the same color as the ceiling.
Yeah.
And, like, that's that's part of what fell, but there was definitely some drywall on the fucking ground, too. I'm just like, what the fuck happened here? And, like, Reese was terrified of me for a few seconds, like after it happened. I'm like, yo, I didn't drop shit on you. What are you running from me for? And then, like, I'm in bed, later that night, and I just hear, somebody walking upstairs, and I just hear, so just another tiny piece of the ceiling fucking fell. And I'm like, this could have been so much worse, because, like, you could tell it's water damage, but the only water that I found in the room was actually, like, a single drop. I'm like, damn, that could have been so much worse. Mm-hmm. Or it could have been like, I could have been under that, or the cat could have been under that, or something. Like, luckily, it was just, just some drywall fell and not much water into the room. So I'm sure it'll be fine. It was fine all these years since my ex put the fucking cardboard up. So I'm sure it'll be fine once it gets, until it gets fixed. So, crazy shit. That was just part of my fucking day. Like, I'm in the middle, I had to do all this fucking work. I literally worked all day on Monday. Like, all fucking day Monday. And I was just waiting for, I got a stand for my DJ stuff. So the DJ controller goes on one shelf, and then the laptop goes, like, on another shelf right above it, like, to the back of it. So, like, because, like, trying to do that DJ set the other day, I had this, like, flat on the table, and I'm, like, having to, like, and I couldn't see because it was bright out. So I'm like, like, trying to look at the lights on the thing and trying to see the screen on the laptop, and just, it was a pain in the ass. But now I got this thing, and so that'll be nice for when I actually get back out and DJ. I also bought a piano.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Over the course of I got a piano. It's down here somewhere. In fact, it's right here. This is my piano.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Oh, that's new.
There you go. There's my piano. I'm learning how to play piano. On top of learning how to DJ, and I'm gonna learn how to play drums, and I'm gonna learn all this other shit. I'm gonna go get singing lessons too. I'm gonna learn how to do everything.
The one-man show here.
I'm gonna learn how to do everything, and I won't need you guys anymore. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I couldn't do this without you guys. I love you guys.
It would be pretty hard if I'm gonna play one note. I gotta go grab the other instrument, play another note. I gotta go behind the drum.
I don't know, man. When I was a kid, my mom used to date this dude who was a one-man band.
Yeah.
So, like, everything, like, he had everything was, like, programmed. So he just had to hit a button and it would play, like, the drums and shit. And he would just have to play, like, the rhythm or whatever. I don't know. I see people all the time. I watch all these videos of these people using their looper pedals to do this shit. Like, the first one I saw was a guy had a looper pedal and he had his mic plugged in. He had a guitar. And he beatboxed. And then he played the guitar to the beatbox and had the, like, rhythm track. And then he played, like, the lead track. And then he sang the song. And it was like, he did Yeah by Usher.
Yeah.
Which is, that song is finally, after 20 fucking years, starting to grow on me.
Really?
Yeah, I like it as a song in the DJ set. I'm I don't know that I would necessarily be like, yo, that's my jam if it comes on, but like, I'm starting to not hate it. So it's growing on me. I did play it during the DJ set. My landlady goes, there you go, Joe. And I just look at her, I'm like, I hate this song.
I'm glad you guys like it.
Personally, I hate this song, but I understand that you don't have a good DJ set without this fucking song. So, you know, it is what it is. But
Okay.
yeah. But yeah, I'm eventually going to do a throwback night somewhere.
Yeah.
So I'm looking kind of forward to finally doing that after, you know, this is my second DJ controller. So that I went through the first one stopped working properly. So I got this bigger one that's got more knobs and features. And now I'm watching all the DJ tutorial videos online, and I'm looking at all the like latest DJ gear, and I'm looking at the ones that got like 4 faders so you can play 4 tracks on it. And I'm just like, man, all this other shit looks so much cooler than what I got, but this thing is so much better than what I had. So, you know, it is what it is. And I'm about to use it right now to play some music for you guys, which is, would you mind moving your phone just a hair there? I don't want to knock it over on you. Yeah, just that's okay. We're going to play some music from Sara Elizabeth, who I don't know for 100% sure that she's playing this event tomorrow night. But I can't imagine that she's not. So we're going to play her because we want to support. I don't have the money to go to this thing, nor do I have the time to go to this thing tomorrow night. But tomorrow night at 510 Franklin Street, which is the original site of the Music is Art Festival. That's where the very first one took place. Is GCR Audio MIA headquarters, 510 Franklin Street. It's from 6 to 10 p.m. tomorrow night. It is $50. Okay, but that money goes to benefit Music is Art and the Music is Art Festival, the Music is Art Foundation. And tickets are available at musicisart.org. They say, join us at the site of the first ever MIA Festival. Special then and now performances recorded live, bands to be announced. The ticket includes, now this is, you're not just getting your show with this. The ticket includes food and drink, live art, raffles, and more. And it's all hosted by Robbie Takak of the Goo Goo Dolls, who sounds a lot like this if you ever talk to him.
Good guy.
I think once Music is Art, I'm gonna try and get him on the Music is Art episode this year. I'm gonna try.
Yeah,
I'm gonna try. I know he's gonna be super busy around that time, so I will work with his schedule. So it might just be me going to see him with a camera and a microphone. Like, here, let's do this interview real quick, you know. But yeah, $50 gets you in tomorrow night. Gets you food, gets you drinks. There's live art, there's raffles, there's more, there's live music, obviously, because it is benefiting the Music is Art Foundation and the Music is Art Festival. And we are, proud supporters of Music is Art. We love it. We love everybody involved in that, and we are super, we love to support it. We'd love to see you guys support it if you can make it out tomorrow night. If you got the $50, get yourself dinner and a show. And we're going to play an artist that we're assuming is going to be on the show because she works very, very closely with the Music is Art Foundation, and that's Sara Elizabeth. And this song is called Open to Suggestions on All WNY. ThinkSoJoE Show. Why, yes, John, I did play that song last time.
You did. There's no vocals.
I saw it as soon as I loaded up the software, and it was like, oh, it plays one. And I'm like, oh, okay, I've already played this one. And then it was like, oh, it's this one. And yes, but yes, Sarah Elizabeth, she'll probably be playing tomorrow at Music is Art headquarters there, 510 Franklin Street. $50 tickets get you food and drink and live art and raffles and more and live music, then and now performances. So that means like people playing the early Music is Arts and people playing the later Music is Arts. So that might be interesting. That might be cool to go to. I don't have the $50, nor do I have the time to go. But that might be cool if you guys are heading out. Check that out tomorrow, and it benefits Music is Art. Helps keep that festival free every year. So
Yeah.
you know, so I was scrolling. I grabbed my phone during this last song break because I didn't on the previous song break, and I came across this, John. So we have ice or water hockey, field or earth hockey, and air or table or air hockey. Folks, I believe it's time for fire hockey. You got the four elements, right? You got water, earth, and air, so you need fire.
Okay. Well, I'm not playing goalie for that. A flaming hockey puck coming at me.
Oh man, like fucking NHL Open Ice. You ever play that game?
Yeah. No,
The NHL equivalent of NBA Jam back in the day.
yeah.
He's on fire. So many hat tricks.
Literally.
He needs a hat trick. So many hat tricks. He needs a hat rack. Yeah, that game was a shit. I really wish when they put the NBA Jam arcade 1-ups, they would have put that out on it. It would have been a pain in the ass because they couldn't even get like all the player licenses for fucking NBA Jam, let alone like trying to add the NHL license and the NHL player licenses and all that. Like, yeah, that would have sucked. Now they're outside the window and they're having a conversation. This is
Oh my god.
this is gonna be a fun summer, guys.
Yeah. We're just starting.
Yeah. We might have to go back to like actual microphones for a little while while it's warm out and nice out.
Go outside and do the podcast.
We could. We
gotta watch your mouth still.
Wouldn't be the first time. Yeah, that neighbor doesn't live next door anymore. I do have a clean versions playlist in my DJ software because I knew if I was going to be doing one this weekend, I didn't want to play like over this past weekend. I didn't want to play. I didn't want to, like. I know these kids around here hear it all the time, but I didn't want angry parents yelling at me. So I was like, all right, I'm just gonna get some clean versions of some of these songs that I might want to play. I don't know how many of them I actually played. I think I played a Biggie song out of there, maybe. Because, Biggie. Gotta play Biggie.
Gotta play Biggie.
Yeah, Biggie was one of the best. One of the greatest of all time. Look, I got the new Rancid. I haven't opened it yet.
Oh, yeah.
I haven't opened it yet. I haven't had time. I got it Friday. You dropped me off at the record store, actually.
Oh, yeah.
Well, at the restaurant near the record store, but you dropped me off down there.
Yeah, and the same day I blew up both my... Well, the first tire.
You blew a couple of tires.
Yeah, they replaced them both.
Yeah, John. So my other friend John with an H, he texted me that day. He's like, "Hey, what are you doing? You want to go out to Elmwood?" I'm like, I hadn't slept because I was up all day, fucking putting Rick Astley vocals where they don't belong. You heard a bunch of those, anyway. But I was like, yeah, sure. Why the hell not? It depends on when my drummer gets here with these speakers. Or this speaker, because Joe had the other one. And then you showed up, and he was like, "Hey, I'm downtown." I'm like, "John, what are you doing? you want to give me a ride?" Like, yeah, sure, I'll give you a ride. Like, okay, cool, thanks, appreciate you. So I got dropped off like right before my other friend got down there. We met up and we got dinner. We went to the bookstore. We went over to Revolver. And my friend called me today earlier before the show, and he was like, because I had mentioned that the girl that was working at Revolver was cute, and we were having this whole conversation. And, he was like, well, she said boyfriend. And I was like, but she clarified ex-boyfriend. But she lives out near you and doesn't drive. So it's like, oh, great, I don't drive and I live out here, so that would not work. And he just goes, he calls me today. He's like, I still think you should go out on Friday. You should go back to the record store and like get that girl's number. I'm like, dude, it's not going to work. Like, her mom drives her to work. I'm sure her mom hates driving her from fucking Lockport to Buffalo, because I know my bass player hates driving from Buffalo to Lockport. So, you know, but it is what it is. Mm-hmm. I don't know. But also, I have a policy of, like, the girl's just trying to do her job. She's not there to be, she's not there trying to get flirted with, you know? Like, trying to get hit on, you know? Like, this has always been my philosophy. Like, I won't hit on anybody on the bus because, like, they're just trying to get where they're going. I won't hit on anybody that's fucking working because they're just trying to fucking do their job. Mm-hmm. They got no choice but to be where they're at. You know? But yeah, I got the Rancid. I got Bob Dylan's Greatest Hits Volume 2 because I already had Volume 1.
Nice.
There it is. You hear it? It's going. And the dogs. I got a Loverboy record. And I got, what was the other one I got? Aqualung, Jethro Tull. So yeah, I didn't spend that much. Oh, and I also got the cassette version of the EMF album that's got Unbelievable on it.
Oh. Well,
yep.
What's up?
Dogs are doing their own podcast out there.
John, what would be your pickup line to cockroach? Okay, to a cockroach. Okay, let's see. I don't know.
I'm just very glad that I'm doing a podcast and not working right now.
My pickup line to a cockroach.
Yes, your pickup line to a cockroach. He's got nothing.
Pretty dusty down here.
That's not me. That's Tony Montana, that cockroach.
That's not me. That's Tony Montana, that cockroach.
Today is the anniversary of Mr. Deeds coming out in theaters.
Oh yeah. I watched that 2 nights ago.
So I was like, I've added a wrinkle to my thumbnails, like, because it was like what happened in music history.
Yeah.
And like, what national day is it? And then it was like, these are dumb. What movies came out today? So I started doing that too. And like, I decided that you know, nobody wanted to see me in the Demi Moore striptease movie poster pose. So I just went with
Mr. Deeds.
I was just like, I'm just gonna do it Andy Warhol. So,
like the guy, the homeless guy in that movie. Schools for fools. Look at me.
I haven't seen that movie in forever. I think I own it on DVD. If you could create a Monopoly piece, what would it be? We were talking about Monopoly on the show earlier before you got here. But I was also I was having a conversation with one of my longest friends today about Monopoly, and we were talking about, I have a couple of the Metallica has 2 Monopoly games, and I have
of course
I have both of them.
Of course you do.
But when they released the first one, they released extra pieces for it, and I did not get those. And like, they have not re-released them, so I have not been able to get them, and I don't remember what the hell they were.
What would I be in Monopoly?
I mean, I think I know the obvious answer of what Monopoly piece you would create.
What? What's that?
A drum kit. Or like a drum.
Yeah.
Yeah, like...
I'd be it. Yeah.
Mine would probably be a microphone. Because my whole damn life revolves around the damn things.
I'd be a banana.
A banana?
With a drumstick.
With a drumstick. Yeah. I don't know. Mine would probably be a microphone, because my whole damn life revolves around microphones.
Just one on?
No. I mean,
Sweating it out.
technically it is, but it won't go into it wouldn't come up on the show.
Oh, okay.
We wouldn't hear it in the microphones, or in the headphones, rather. Dennis says his would be a coffin. So we were talking about Monopoly before you got here because they announced today, actually I still have the page up, they announced today Monopoly Scrabble.
I don't do Scrabble.
And the way,
spell.
right. And the way that you play the game is you play Scrabble, and that determines how many times you move your piece. Your word score.
Suck.
Yeah. John was here the whole time, says Laura, who was pretending to be you during that entire segment. Yeah. I don't know, man. That's a pretty cool concept, but I own Monopoly and I own Scrabble, so I really don't think I would need to like buy them together. I could just put the Scrabble game right next to the Monopoly game and play the same rules. John, if someone stole your clothes in public, if someone stole your clothes in a public shower and you only had a towel big enough to cover one part of your body, would it be your junk or your toes? Jill's got the good questions for you today.
Well, it'd be my toes. You're gonna need, it would be my toes, because if you see my toes, you need Jesus.
Laura says cut the towel in half and cover both.
Huh? There you go. Well, what if I don't have scissors?
You just rip it.
You know how strong I am? I can't rip a piece of paper.
John is secretly as strong as Hulk Hogan. John's gonna go home and rip the shirt off. He's got like 6 of those Sami Zayn t-shirts in his...
No, I only have one. I don't want this one. It's very special. He's my favorite ginger.
We're going to Monday Night Raw in a few weeks.
Yes, we are.
Yeah. Yeah.
Thank you.
I have slept through the last 2 Monday Night Raws, so... And the last SmackDown and the last NXT, 2 NXTs.
You slept through Usos?
I saw the Uso promo on Friday, and then I felt like Ronda Rousey came out, and I'm like, oh, fuck this. I hadn't slept, dude. Like, I needed sleep. I'm like, screw this, I'm going to bed. Like, I went in the bedroom, I put on SmackDown, and I was out by the next commercial break. Like...
So you're feeling oozy, and then you went to bed.
Right. But yeah, I've I've been like really tired at like 8 o'clock lately. So
yeah,
but like, yeah, I only watched like half of Forbidden Door. Like I went to sleep like halfway. I got through like the Jungle Boy match, and I'm like, yeah, I'm done. There's nothing I really give a fuck about after this. I'm going to bed. So
again, no, we're talking about wrestling.
Yes, we are. Okay, we're done. We're done.
We're done.
We're done.
We're done.
We just don't see each other anymore, so we just gotta. We haven't seen each other since then. So yeah. Anyway,
it's only for 5 minutes.
Yeah, we're done. We're done. No more. It'll probably come back up because it has a nasty habit of doing that, but we're done for now.
We're done.
Anyway.
So we'll talk about it all night. Knowing us.
Well, I did used to have a 2-hour podcast based on that subject, but that's neither here nor there.
We'll talk about it Monday when we go to Raw on the 10th.
Is that's the date, the 10th? I don't even know. I'm just
July
like
10th.
I got so much shit coming up in July. I got the Buffalo Ska Festival, I think is the 22nd. Looking forward to that. Fucking Mephistopheles is headlining. Fucking love those dudes. They're fucking amazing. I got probably right here. Let's see. Nope, those are Metallica. No, I guess they would be before Metallica, so they're on that shelf. Anyway, they're buried under all this other vinyl that I haven't put away yet. I don't want to put it away because I'm trying to fucking move this table and all these milk crates out of here.
You getting pumped for Metallica?
What about Metallica?
I say you getting pumped for the show?
Fuck, dude, like, it's a month, it's less than a month and a half away. Like,
It's like,
I was just like, when we were on the song break, I went on Facebook and I saw like a post about XM Priory's next show, which is with the Dreadnecks, and it's August 3rd, which is a Thursday at Stamps. And I'm just like, I don't think I can go to this because I got to catch a fucking train. Like, but my train is at like 4:30 Friday morning. So I might be able to go to that show on Thursday if I fucking make sure I have all my work done by then. Because then I got to take an 8-hour train ride. And I got to go to fucking New Jersey, check into my Airbnb, drop my shit off, go to MetLife Stadium, see the Metallica show, and then come back, and then I'm going to fucking work. I'm going to bring that microphone, because that microphone actually is really... It's super sensitive, but only right in front of it, which is great, because, like, all this noise that we've been hearing all throughout the show today wouldn't have fucking picked up in that. It would have been fine.
I think it's over, though. For now.
Seems like it. I still hear music out there, so they're still out there. But I will not try to use that on July 4th, next Tuesday, because there's no way it's blocking out all the fucking firework noise that goes on out here.
Yeah, 4-day weekend.
I fucking hate the 4th of July around here. Ever since they legalized selling fireworks here. So nobody's got to drive to fucking Pennsylvania to buy them. They can just literally go to Tops. And ever since then, it's just been non-fucking stop all through the month of July. Even like starting as far back as like May.
Yeah.
I've been hearing them like throughout the day here and there. But like, that is why I started this tradition of like every July 4th, I put my headphones on and I watch They Live. Because I'm blocking out all that fucking noise out there. And I'm honoring Brian. So, you know. That's my 4th of July tradition now, is I sit in the house and I watch They Live with headphones on. Great fucking movie. Glad Brian convinced me to watch it before he passed. Because we literally were talking. He called me out. He literally posted on Facebook like, oh, Joe Kent's never seen this movie. And like, you know what? Fuck you, I'm watching it. And it was such a good movie, and I really wish I had seen it sooner, but yeah. It's my last like real bond with Brian is having watched that movie. So I'm sure we'll talk about that a lot next week. So great fucking movie. But yeah. You ever seen it? No. No. Never seen it. You gotta check it out. It's
I need
good.
to see it.
Good movie. Yeah, definitely watch
Jack
it.
Piper.
Yeah, Brian was like my last conversation with Brian was just like, oh dude, you gotta see this movie. This fight scene is like improvised. Like all the dialogue is completely improvised in this fight scene. You'll love it, man. You gotta see it. Like, I can't believe you haven't seen this movie. Like, you can't believe I haven't seen a movie. Which was actually the conversation with the girl at Revolver last week, was about movies.
Yeah.
It was not about me. Like, she was like, hey, is the music too loud? I'm like, no, you're a record store. You know? And then just somehow we got on the subject of movies. And like, she's like, oh, I don't watch a lot of movies. I'm like, yeah, me neither. Hey. And we start talking about like, you know, all these movies we've seen recently for the first time. Like we had both just seen Goodfellas for the first time. I never saw it before, you know. I saw Goodfellas like before I got that list of like, here's the 150, 250, whatever fucking greatest movies or whatever. So I saw Goodfellas because I'm like, I got to see this movie.
I know Roman Reigns has seen Goodfellas. How am I funny?
Yeah. Yeah.
Matt Clown, do I amuse you?
Yeah. I knew that scene because, like, you know, Animaniacs and the Good Feathers, right? So, like,
Oh, yeah.
I'm like, yeah, I got to see this movie. I have to. Like, so many things will make so much more sense if I actually watch this movie. And I watched it, and then like a couple of weeks later is when I got the list of like, here's the movies, you know, the top 250 movies or whatever, which I haven't watched any of those in forever. I'm about to watch Almost Famous for the 100th time because somebody I follow on Instagram just got the soundtrack and was showing off the soundtrack, and we got into talking about the movie. So, which is a great fucking movie, and that soundtrack is fucking amazing, and it is right over here somewhere. Had too much shit in the way here. There we go, Almost Famous. Great fucking movie, great fucking soundtrack. You got, have you seen this movie?
No.
Dude. Dude.
I'm missing out.
You are. That's such a good movie, man. I not only have that, but I also have somewhere over here, RS. Where is it? It's right. I just had it out the other day. T. Stillwater. There it is. Nope, that's Spice Girls. Steel Panther.
Steel Panther.
Is this one? This is it. So I have this. This is Stillwater, which is the fictional band in the movie. And these are the original demos actually recorded by, who was it, Peter Frampton? Peter Frampton and Nancy Wilson.
That's what's up.
Yeah. So, such a good movie. I actually have the extended, like, bootleg cut, which explains so much of the movie. Like all this shit that got cut out just explains so much. Like, makes more of the movie make more sense. It's a great fucking film. I actually I've been meaning to look to see if there's a high fidelity soundtrack. Because that movie's fucking awesome too. Did you ever see that one? John Cusack? Nah. Great movie. John Cusack and Jack Black work in a record store.
We give you shit for not seeing movies.
I know. I'm over here like, yo, have you seen... And these are music movies. These are movies you should see. Empire Records? Tell me you've seen Empire Records.
Well,
John does not...
No. Was it the... I think I did. Was it the guy that one kid that was shoplifting?
Okay, he has seen Empire Records.
Stay at the couch.
Yeah.
Yeah, I seen that.
Those were two
Classic.
separate
Good
characters because Lucas had stolen money from the store and he had to stay on the couch. And then they put the shoplifter next to him on the couch. But at one point in the movie, Lucas turns to his boss and says, "I don't think so, Joe."
Oh, yeah.
But that is not where the name comes from.
And the boss is a drummer.
The boss is a drummer, yeah. John has seen Empire Records. He will celebrate Rex Manning Day.
Yes, Rex Manning Day.
We're going to play some music now. This band also has a new EP that has just released, and they have a show coming up to celebrate that this Friday at 9 p.m. at Nietzsche's. It's Quit Yourself is the name of the band, and the other bands on the bill are Sonny Baker, Roger Bryan and the Orphans, and one more to be announced, I guess. But that's Friday, June 30th at Nietzsche's, 248 Allen Street. Tickets are $12 pre-sale, $15 at the door. Doors at 9 p.m. It's Nietzsche's. You can assume that it's 21 plus. Although it does say at one point the tickets are $14.85, which is if you buy them online, I guess. But I guess that's the price after the $12 price after the fees from TicketWeb or Eventbrite or whoever the fuck. It's Eventbrite. But this is Quit Yourself. This is from the new EP. It gets worse before it gets worse. And this song is called Strung Out and Grinding Your Teeth on All WNY. ThinkSoJoE Show. Quit Yourself from the new EP, It Gets Worse Before It Gets Worse. That song called Strung Out and Grinding Your Teeth. And you can catch them Friday night celebrating this EP release over at Nietzsche's. $12 pre-sale, $15 at the door.
Nice.
Apparently Nietzsche's found a buyer, so
Oh, really?
yeah, I saw a headline. I didn't read the article. So I don't know shit about it, so I don't want to talk about it, but like from what I understand, Nietzsche's found a buyer. So here's a question I found on Facebook during the song break. Aux plug privileges are automatically revoked if someone plays blank in my car. So we're in the car, I'm in the passenger seat, you hand me the aux cord, assuming, once you get that fixed, you hand me the aux cord, and I put on a song. What gets you to immediately take the cord away from me? What song? What song or artist?
You really want me to say that?
Please.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
Rick Ashley.
Ha!
Never gonna give you up.
The Rick Astley record's in the stacks back there, but yeah. Anyway.
I love you, but we play too much. You play too much.
I was going to say Shout by the Isley Brothers would be mine, but
Oh, no. You can't play that enough.
no, get rid of that song. If I could wipe one song off the entire fucking planet, that would be it. I will take Yeah by Usher and Toxic from Britney Spears over that song any fucking day. John's going to take a trip to, John Johnson, that is going to take a trip to Chicago to see Connor Bedard, who went #1 in the NHL draft tonight. He's going to...
Nice.
Until they play that turncoat Kane with the Rangers. Okay.
Welcome back, John. Seen you in a little bit.
Connor Bedard is like the only person I've heard of in this entire draft. So I don't follow college hockey or anything like that. So I don't know who the fuck these people are.
John, if you could go back in time, what band would you see?
It's a good question.
If I go back in time, what band would I see?
I would think maybe like this should also include like what lineup of a band would you see? Like if there's not a band that doesn't exist anymore that you would see, like if there's a current band that had a different lineup that you would like to see, that you might not ever get to see again. Maybe a member died or something,
Yeah.
John Johnson says Queen for him. It's a good answer.
Queen. Yeah, that is a good answer.
I don't know. What would you say, John?
I really don't know because there's a lot. I would see Nirvana because that was a big
Nirvana was like one of the first bands that
Yeah.
popped into mind.
Kurt Cobain. Yeah.
Buffalo Joe, my buddy Joe. There's a Joe and a John in the chat, and there's a Joe and a John in the studio. Anyway, what's up, Joe? He says Pantera. That's the answer I would absolutely expect from him, and he means like Diamond Vinnie Paul Pantera, not whatever the fuck is playing with Metallica this summer. But yeah, I mean like probably Cliff Burton era Metallica for me, or probably Nirvana. Queen is another great answer. Bon Scott era AC/DC.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't know. There's a few out there.
Journey.
Journey? Okay, with Steve Perry?
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, the dude they got now, right? He sings just as well as Steve Perry. Yeah, I don't know, man.
I go with Journey too.
Yeah. Black Sabbath in the 70s. Still going to see them as they are August. Pantera you're talking about, Joe? Because I'm also going to see them as they are in August and in November. So, Joe, what Metallica show are you what Metallica shows are you going to? Because I'm also seeing them in August. So, We might be going to the same one. We might be on the same train. Fuck. Joe, what was your favorite part of Porch Fest? Not seeing Wyatt Coyne. No, I'm kidding.
Sorry, Dewey.
Love you, Dewey. Getting massively sunburnt seeing Jay Aquarius, for sure. I mean, that's really all I did was see Jay Aquarius. I saw Dial In, and I saw... I obviously did a DJ set, but Jill says Joplin, that's a good one. Hendrix,
Joplin.
man.
Okay.
Hendrix.
Okay.
Definitely Hendrix. I'm sure there's a bunch that I'm not thinking of right now. Like Tom Petty, I never got to see.
Tom Petty?
Yeah, I never got to see Tom Petty. I just happened to glance over his greatest hits right here. I'm just looking at my record collection, like, who would I want to see that I haven't seen that, like, isn't around anymore?
I did not know Dave Grohl was gonna, at one point, was gonna be the drummer for Tom Petty.
Got some Pantera right here. Got some Pantera in the stacks here. I don't know, man. There's Op Ivy. That's another one.
Yeah.
I mean, that could still happen. Like, that might still happen. Like, they've played together. So, yeah, Wyatt Coyne didn't even show up, right? Exactly. I love it. Joe's got jokes. Wyatt Coyne Dave was going to drum for Petty. Yeah, I heard that story, too. Joe says Foreigner.
Yeah.
70s Ted Nugent.
Ted Nugent?
I guess before I knew what kind of piece of shit Ted Nugent was.
Or Bastion from Skid Row.
So Skid Row with Sebastian Bach?
Yeah.
Okay.
I would say.
Okay. Totally.
Or
Oh, that's not what I wanted. I pulled up Discord instead of Reverb. I was trying to get more of the chat up here, so. Anyway. Op Ivy is back together. Tim and Jesse been playing together. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like, that could theoretically happen at some point. Dewey played with Sebastian Bach last year.
oh my God.
Yeah.
You're so lucky.
Stooges with Iggy Pop.
I'm jealous. Iggy Pop? Okay.
Yeah. I mean, Iggy Pop still plays shows, so I still have a chance to see. I still have a window of opportunity where I might get a chance to see Iggy Pop. John, take off your hat and quote Wayne's World. Why would he have to take off his hat?
She thinks I look like Garth with the glasses. That's the only reason. Oh, God.
He's going to do it.
Oh, God.
Op Ivy been doing pop-up Op Ivy shows.
Whoa. The suck cut.
It's sucking my will to live. Dave Brocky, Eric Guar. That was a great question. I'm glad everybody's John, take off your pants and quote Wayne's World.
Wait, what?
Dewey says for you to take off your pants.
Wait.
I like them teeny and toasty.
I like them teeny and toasty. Oh, God. I look like an emo kid.
I don't know, man. There's a lot of bands I would probably go see that I never got a chance to if I could go back in time and see bands.
That time it wasn't me.
Dewey says he's
No,
got.
it wasn't. It was Dewey.
He says he's got to compete with Jill's obnoxiousness. Yeah, I got up the day of Porch Fest and I looked at the weather forecast. It's like, oh man, it's gonna be nice all day. And then I saw like Wyatt Coyne melts in the rain. We're not playing. I'm like, guys, it's not even gonna fucking rain.
John, we should support the
Should we support the international arts?
international arts,
International arts,
like art. Yeah.
like art.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We should. Yeah. That's why they have the music as art. Also.
Jill says to
many.
quote a Liam Neeson movie, "Good luck."
Good luck. Oh.
Dewey saw a holograph Dave Brocky once. It was basically just a giant floating Cthulhu penis.
Oh my God.
How about like the original green Jello before they expanded to like over 1,000 members?
Or the one with Hulk Hogan.
No, not the one with Hulk Hogan. There we go. There's one. The Hulk Hogan in the wrestling boot band. Fuck. I have the green Jello fucking single with Hulk Hogan here. But. I don't know, man. I still to this day have not seen Hall and Oates, and they're one of my favorite fucking acts of all time.
Come on, man.
Dude, I know,
I
right?
haven't seen them, but I want to see them.
I want to see Hall and Oates, like, but every time they come, it's like, oh, we're, either I'm not in town when they come, or they're playing like somewhere I can't get to. We have a Guar bar here in Richmond. You ever come here? He'll take us there. Great burgers. Okay, cool. Dewey spent 2 weeks learning songs for Hulk Hogan, who stood them up.
Oh, yeah.
This is a story.
Yeah, it was a story. I remember.
This is a story. So we did a May 19th show. I know, John, I know. But this is years ago. Karina's late best friend, I don't know if that was his birthday or the day he died or whatever, but like she would do a show for him every year around that date. And I booked a show that night, not realizing this. Mm-hmm. And she was like, no, that's she told me about this show. I'm like, I already have a show booked. She's like, oh no, we do this every year. And I'm like, oh shit, I didn't realize. So, Brian booked on Karina's show, played first. I went with him. I caught his set. I caught Janie Crash of the Tallman. And I came back to this show. We had a good bar with Inherent Vice, Archers, Of Night and Light, and the band that used to be called This. They're now called Goodbye Metro. And it was also the night of like the Buffalo Comic Con. And we saw that Hulk Hogan was doing autographs at the Buffalo Comic Con. So we started sending out tweets like, Hulk Hogan, you should come to this show. You should come to this show. I find out years later that Hulk Hogan was actually, there was a Green Jello show that same night. And Hulk Hogan was supposed to play with them and do the song from that single. Mm-hmm. And apparently just, bailed on them at the last minute. So yeah, apparently Dewey learned these songs and Hulk Hogan just fucking bailed and they didn't end up having to do those songs. But I have that single, that 45 of Hulk Hogan and Green Jello doing I'm the leader of the band or whatever the fuck. But yeah, there's definitely a lot of artists I would want to fucking see if I could go back and see, original lineups, early tours, things like I mean, I love Metallica and I love the fact that by the end of this year I'll have seen them 9 times in the span of 2 years, right? Dewey doesn't even know if Hogan was 100% committed, to be honest. It's one of those, it doesn't work for me, brother, But yeah, I mean, as much as I love Metallica, I would have loved to have seen Metallica. In 1980, whatever, when Cliff died, I had no idea who Metallica was. I wasn't listening to heavy metal. I was into pop music back then, and especially Hall and Oates. But the name was Hulk Hogan's name apparently was on the flyer. But the whole thing is me now would love to see Metallica then.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I get to see Pantera this summer, but it's not Vinny and Dime. So it's not the same. It's not what I would have seen had I seen them in 94, Joe, you were not listening to pop music in the 80s. Yes, the fuck I was. Kiss 98.5. On your fucking dial.
No way.
Yeah.
No.
I got into metal in 95 and 96. That's when I started listening to metal and fucking rock music. You're sitting here oh, you're not gonna like Dr. Dre. I fucking love Dr. Dre, bro. Criss Cross and dude, why do you think I'm able to do a fucking 90s throwback set? I literally know all this shit. I lived through all of it. I know I am a music connoisseur. So people are always you get people who are Laura says I was listening to pop in 1740.
It's true.
Anyway.
She's not lying.
Anyway. But you get these people who say, I listen to everything. And then you get me who's no, what do you want to hear? I probably have it on vinyl. Let's go. I don't listen to Snoop Dogg has a children's show, apparently, and apparently he's a furry. But I do not have, I don't listen to like modern rap and modern pop music. I don't get it. I mean, I do when I'm in Joe's car because I'm in a dude who's, I'm with a dude in his car who's playing, who is in a punk band and he's in a very, hardcore metal band. And like we're listening to fucking Dua Lipa and Nicki Minaj and shit on the way to band practice. Like,
Shane?
yeah, that's all he fucking listens to in the car. We're gonna cover a mashup of Rollin' and a Britney song. All right, cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
Britney definitely part of my DJ set.
Gonna keep on rolling with the dead man.
My kid used to fucking love Britney Spears when she was a kid, and I would just always make fun of Britney, like, my name is Britney, I sound like I broke my nose. Because she had that really fucking nasally, like, and now I'm just like, why don't one of us knocked over the fan? Oh, it was me. I stepped on the cord. Anyway. Yeah,
You should bring this to practice.
I
I got invested in one.
thought we had air conditioning down there.
Oh, for me, I got invested.
Oh, just for you, yeah. Yeah, you moving that much, air conditioning doesn't help much.
Yeah, no.
But yeah, no, but yeah, she's got the very nasally vocal, Britney Spears. And now I'm like, yo, why don't I own this Britney Spears greatest hits yet? Like, I got Spice Girls, it's right here. I saw it. Where the fuck did it go? Stray Cats, Sublime, Suburban Legends, Sugar Cult, Steel Panther, Spice Girls. They're between the specials and Bruce Springsteen.
The boss.
By the way, Brian had that album before I did.
We got to keep the windows closed. Practice tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, get a fan.
Joe, you probably are one of the few people I know that listens to everything. Yeah, I might be. I mean, like John didn't expect me to know Dr. Dre. Or like Dr. Dre anyway. By the way, when he put the fan back, he pointed it right at himself.
Yeah.
It is literally pointing at him.
Is the drummer's best fan ever. Number one fan.
Laura says Britney's on her Mount Rushmore. Except for the Grease soundtrack. Yeah, fuck the Grease soundtrack.
No.
I don't have the Grease soundtrack. I refuse. Still will take that over the fucking Isley Brothers.
I'll get it for your birthday.
I'll take it over Shout by the Isley Brothers any day.
I'll get you that album too.
I want to hear things John expects, not things he doesn't expect. I don't know. John would expect, like, if I got in the car and he was playing Metallica, me to fucking rock out. But he was not expecting me to know all the fucking words to a Dr. Dre song when he got in the car. We went out with Steph that one night, and
she took us hostage.
She took us hostage, and she's just like, you and me, we're gonna rap battle Eminem songs. Like, all right. Like, she wasn't expecting me to know all of them. I'm like, all right, cool.
I'm so embarrassed.
I know these. John's just like looking at me like who are you?
This is a long time ago.
I'm like,
a year ago.
Yeah, it was a year ago. I'm like, yeah, I'm the dude that listens to literally everything. Like the Chronic is definitely up in the stacks somewhere over here. So.
He legit was there when he saw Beethoven live.
Oh, jeez.
That's how old he is.
Oh, here's Laura's musical Mount Rushmore is Britney, Taylor Swift, Spice Girls, and John. I have all but one of those on vinyl.
You don't have my vinyl?
I did. It's literally right there.
I need my vinyl too.
I don't have your vinyl. I have my copy of that vinyl, but that 4 of a kind vinyl that you gave away.
Well, you can find it somewhere. Somebody can make it.
She's got it in a thrift store somewhere.
Then I'll get a frame and I won't give it away.
I don't have Britney yet. That doesn't mean I won't, but now I'm gonna end up going to the fucking record store Friday and just looking for some Britney Spears. Like, yo, I need this. Cute girl at the record store is looking at me like, Britney Spears?
Yes, Britney Spears.
What are my thoughts on the new Mario game? There's a new Mario game? It's news to me. There's an expansion to the last Sonic game that I was thinking of buying because I keep seeing the ads for it, but it's like, do I really want 12 fucking Sonic Game Gear games? Like, I'm happy with the 4 that are on this compilation as it is. In fact, I was playing it earlier. And even then I'm just like, fuck, Sonic CD, really? Mario Wonder. Nah, I don't know. I'll watch the trailer and come back in 3 minutes. We got to go in less than 3 minutes.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
This show went by quick.
Yeah, it did once you got here. I mean, you were only here for an hour and 20 hour and 35 minutes of it.
Oh, wow. Time flies.
Dewey tells me to watch the trailer and come back. I'll check out the trailer. I haven't. I'm just like, Mortal Kombat 1 is coming out, and I'm just like, yes, I'm here for it. I was watching some fucking gameplay footage the other day from the fucking stress test. Like, yeah, fucking Mortal Kombat. Can't wait. But I think the newest Mario game I have is like Super Mario Brothers Wii U or new Super Mario Brothers U or whatever the fuck that was that got re-released for the Switch. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, I don't know. I still haven't seen the movie yet. I'm waiting for that to be up for rental. It's like, you can buy it now for $20, or you can wait till July 11th and just rent it. And I'm like, I'll just fucking wait the 3 weeks and rent it. And I don't know if I'm going to like it. Do I really want to spend $20 on it? Like, maybe I'll rent it and then I'll like it and be like, yo, you know what? This might be worth $20. I'm used to just buying movies by like deals where it's just like, buy a mix and match 3 for $15. And I'm just like, yeah, okay, cool. I don't know, man. I looked at it. It said July 11th I could rent it. So I don't know. John said he's dyeing his hair blue to match his shoes. Is that true? You gonna dye your hair blue to match your shoes? You wearing the blue shoes today? You're not. Well,
They are
blue. They're not the blue shoes she's talking about, though.
Yes, I guess I'm dyeing my hair blue.
So a couple of weeks ago, the Mario movie was $20 rental and $30 new. Now it's $20 new and you can't rent it.
Yeah.
So like that's changed since the last time you looked. So
Guess.
yeah. No, rent through like Voodoo. It told me come back July 11th if I want to rent it. So I don't know. Maybe I'll just do what other people in the band that are not in this room or chat do and download it through nefarious means.
Yeah.
Anyway, it is going on 8 p.m. We are going to be maybe a minute late getting out of here because we still got to play a song from Starjuice, who are playing Saturday night at Nietzsche's. $10 cover, 21 plus. It's 9 p.m. doors, 10 p.m. music. Starjuice, The Dirty Pennies, and Personal Style. And this is, from what I've read, the last Starjuice local show until early 2024. So go check them out Saturday night. They're an amazing band. These other bands are also really good. We're going to play some Starjuice right now on our way out of here. And this is a song called Signs on All WNY ThinkSoJoE Show. And we will see you next week.
See you next week. Bye.